Hello ladies, and welcome to Glitz First Glamour. I am Apollonia. In this video, I'm basically just going to be going over a lot of the items that I use on a regular basis, things that I probably could not live without, things that helped me get to where I was, my makeup and my techniques. A lot of my friends always ask me, well, how do you do this and how do you do that? So I'm just sharing all my girly secrets with you guys. I am on a budget, so a lot of my things aren't too expensive. I am trying to keep it very, feasible, since I can't go out and spend $80 on one brush as much as I'd like to. I'm sure those brushes work wonders, but we make do with what we've got. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to start with my brushes. Not too long ago, between my sister and all the other makeup gurus online, I was introduced to Coastal Scents. They were having a sale one day and I went online and it was probably the best thing I ever did. Most of the brushes that have the black tops like these right here are from the Coastal Scents palette. I do have some other brushes in there, which I'll go over with you, that I bought on the side just because I wanted to kind of perfect a certain look, or I wanted, just something else, or that I had before I got the brush set. But yeah, the brush set is awesome. Comes with this huge fan brush that is amazing. It's good for underfall, or even if you want to do, like, you see how I have the highlight right here? It's really good to dust that on if you want it really light. This is going to be the concealer brush or foundation brush. You can use this for either or. I use this for concealer. It's perfect for, distributing the concealer under your eye. And it did come in the brush set. It's amazing. The bristles don't really fall out. It's good for even after you've done your shadow, you can go in and conceal under your eye. Another brush that I use a lot, probably every single time I do my face, is the angled blush brush. It's really good for your contouring. It's not as dense as I would like it to be sometimes, but it does a really good job. You just go in with your crease, I do up here a little bit, sometimes up here. Really good. The angle on it is awesome. It picks up product, it distributes product. Really good brush. No fallout. Like I said, all their brushes are really good. Another one that I catch myself using that I'm not too big of a fan of with the Coastal Scents brush set is this one. It's kind of like a stipple brush, but it's very dense. So you would think that it spreads it well and it picks up color and it packs it out nice. It does, but this brush sheds so much. I don't know what they did differently with this one that they didn't do with the others. And as you can see, like, it's a little uneven, like with the brushes, like with the hairs on the brush. But it is a good brush, even though it sheds. It's a nice brush. Again, I just wish it was probably a little more even and less shedding. But for the price, you can't beat it. It's awesome. I also use this for my cream to powder and MAC. I'm gonna do my eyeliner brushes. These things, I kid you not, save my life. I love doing a winged liner. I don't know if you could see it here. I live for winged liner. This brush set comes with 3. It comes with the large one. This one I use if I want to do that cut crease look, or if I want a shadow or something like an eyeliner underneath, but I'm using my eyeshadows, I would use the large one. I don't really use this one for liner. I like a lot more control when I do my eyeliner, and I just find that this brush doesn't give me as much control. But with the shadow, it goes really nice because it's large, and you can cover larger areas a lot quicker. These two are my favorite. I don't use the smaller one, that's going to be this one, as much as this one, but this is good to do like your eyebrows, or just to get that little corner over here on the bottom, or just anything really. You can use these for anything. This is also really good for the shadows. if you want to do like a shadow eyeliner type of thing. You can do that. It's really good. But my favorite, hands down, the medium brush. I use this for my eyebrows. I use this for my eyeliner. I use this for my wing eyeliner. I live by this thing. It's amazing. No shedding. I've never caught hairs falling out of this. Great brush. They did a really good job with this set. It came with these, I guess, blending brushes. I use them in the creases a lot, or just to blend out my eye if I need to. I'm not a big fan of this one. There was a lot of shedding. There's not very much control. It's not very dense. I'm not really sure what you would use this for. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I'm always open to learn new tricks, but I'm not a big fan of this one. These three are awesome. I love this one. It's probably the one that I use most. As you can see, there's like a lot of product on there because I just used it today. It's dense, but it's not too dense to where you don't get the blending effect out of it, but it's really awesome. Probably my favorite blending brush there. This one is more dense, definitely a lot more dense. The hairs aren't as long. This is for a very controlled crease. So like if you were doing the cut crease look and you wanted to get a color up here, but you didn't want to get it, you know, you wanted it to be very controlled, you only wanted it above there, this would be the brush that you use. It's an awesome brush. It blends amazingly. There was a little bit of shedding and there still is, but like I said, a little shedding never hurt anybody. It's worth it. It's awesome. The hairs on the brushes are a little longer.
They don't know about us, they don't know about it.
Like wider blending, like less controlled if you want to like blend it up or out or whatever. This whole brush set really was just an amazing buy. Probably the best purchase I've ever made. This one, it's really for concealer, if you ask me. Since it's smaller, you can, you know, really focus on like little areas or little blemishes that you may have that you want to just focus on covering. This is a really good brush for that. This brush also came with the Coastal Scents palette. This is very good for glitter. If you have a glittery shadow that you want to use and you want it to really pick up the glitter and you're not sure, like, you know, how to really pack it on, since it's short, it's very dense. You basically push it into the glitter and you'll see it comes right up with the back of glitter. Ulta Glitter Eye. That's really shimmery. With this brush, just dab it in. So look at how it picks it up. Awesome. Then you would just pat it on. And this will help you prevent underfall, and it works amazingly. And those are all the brushes that I really use from my Coastal Scents brush set, but they're all awesome. This is the brush set. There are some extra brushes in there, but it also has this little pocket where I stick some things in. That's really cool. See my QC brushes in there. It's awesome. I'm going to go over probably every other brush that I have, other than the 22 set. I'm going to go over the ones that I really use, and I'll let you know where I got them. Alright, my absolute favorite brush is probably going to be this one. This is by MAC. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 109. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But this brush is amazing. I took a MAC class with my sister shortly after Christmas, and I learned some new techniques that really have helped me out. In the MAC class, one of the artists used this brush to achieve like the highlight that you see under the eye. I get really bad under eye circles, and of course I like that Kim K glamour girl look, and I wasn't really sure how to achieve that. Like, I had the concealer that was a little lighter, but it still didn't give me the finish that I really wanted. Like, it looked good, couldn't really see my dark circles, but it didn't really give me the look that I wanted. So she suggested that I get this brush, and this brush you just basically like swirl on under your eye, and you go down a little into like right above your cheekbones, and it helps you achieve that really good flawless, quote unquote flawless face. Also, this is the Soft and Gentle Mineralized finish. this is the product that I applied under here and a little under my contour that I do right in my like cheekbone area, but I put it right under just to make the contour stand out a little more, to give your face a little more shape. But this is the product. You really don't have to use too much of it. It goes right on the brush. I don't know if you can really see that. But if I use it as a demo on my hand, you just swirl it on. Circles. And it highlights. It really helps like with the light. Isn't that awesome? Probably one of my favorite MAC products that I've ever found. Sigma Small Tapered Blending Brush. This is amazing. It's kind of like the classic blending brush that looks like this. But you notice it has a pointed edge, like a pointed tip. That's just for the precision. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, Tahiri's look when she came into the reunion, it's kind of like a cut crease. It's blended up, but it's so sharp in the crease. This is what helps the most, because it does blend it up as you go in, but the crease is so sharp because it has the pointed edge. This one I got at Sephora. This is just going to be like a medium-sized blending brush that is also amazing. One of my favorites. It's very good for blending, even if you're done with the look and you just want to blend the colors a little more, or you want to smudge something out. This is a good brush for it. It's not very dense, so you really wouldn't be able to like smudge maybe, but it is a really good blending brush. I love it. I've had it for a while. From Sigma. Wow, I thought this was MAC. No, Sigma. Sigma's awesome, by the way. It's going to be this blending brush. It's the E25. It's awesome. The tip is very nice. Yeah, this is really good for blending. I usually use this like above my crease if I want to put color in. Like earlier, I did silver above the black to kind of like blend it out, make it not so harsh, because when I first put on the black, it was really harsh, really dark, and it didn't look that cute. But after I used this with some silver, it kind of unharshened it, I guess, if that's a good word. Sigma is a little more expensive than Coastal Scents, but it's worth it. The brushes are awesome. They're like MAC quality brushes, but you're paying like half the price of MAC. If you can catch them on sale, go for it. Okay, so back to MAC. I've got, I think, 2 more MAC brushes. Like I said, I don't have a huge budget for my brushes or makeup in general, but hands down, I use my Coastal Scents eyeliner brushes more than I use. So this, I kind of regret buying from MAC. It is the 210 eyeliner brush. It's very thin. I got one from Sigma that I love way more, and it was free, actually. They sent it to me with a purchase of, I think it was $30 or $35 or more. And I honestly use this one from Sigma, the E05. I use this one more than I use my MAC one. This, if you can take a good look at the Sigma brush, it's a lot more dense. It blends on a lot better. You get a lot more control out of this one, where this one is very like flimsy and light. So this is the MAC, and the pink one is the Sigma, and of course it's pink, my favorite color. This is the MAC 242. This is awesome if you're trying to do like a smoky eye like this one. I did use this brush. It's really good because it packs the color on amazing. Like I mean, not that I've gone through that many brushes, but this is probably the best one to pack on color. You just pat it on in the area. Sorry, my hand is disgusting. I burnt myself at work, and that's why I have time to make all these awesome videos. I know, but it's gross. It's healing. Don't judge me. MAC 242. Highly suggested. It is a little pricey, but it's so worth it. MAC brushes are handmade unless you get like the pack for the holidays that they do. Awesome brush. If you can, definitely get it. It is an investment, my blush brush. Now, I do want to order some from Sigma. If you guys know any really good blush brushes, you know, comment below and let me know which ones you suggest. I got this probably when I was in high school, and I was class of 06. So that had to be a long time ago. My mother actually got me the Bare Minerals makeup set, and this brush came in it, and I've used it ever since. I clean it all the time, and the brushes are still awesome. Like, the bristles are still awesome. It still gives me the same coverage. I love it. It's soft. You know, it's awesome. I love this brush. This is the mini Kabuki brush from Sephora. Kabuki 50. It's awesome. I usually use this for my foundation. I do use a MAC powder foundation. It's going to be this one right here. I know I'm running out. I'm trying to try different ones. The mini ones aren't that expensive. That's probably why I got this one and not the big, hands down, must have. Hands down, must have. Hands down, must have. I believe this one is also from Sephora. It's just different brands. It doesn't have a brand or anything on it, but it's awesome. I don't use this as often, but I do suggest getting one. If you decide to get the Coastal Scents palette, it comes, the brush set, it comes with one that works just as awesome. As you can see, this one is a little bigger, but they work just the same. One more thing that I got from Coastal Scents that I love, that I feel like can't beat it.
How much you want that me?
Contour and blush palette is awesome. For the price, you can't beat it. I think I got it on sale. It comes with every color that you'll ever need. I mean, I don't know how big you girls are on blush. I pretty much stick to one color, would probably be this one, because I don't like really rosy cheeks. I don't use this palette for blush as much as I use, you know, my MAC stuff, but it's awesome. It works. It stays on. It's pigmented. It does the job. My favorite blush is going to be Gleeful by MAC, but you see it's very similar. This one is a mineral blush, so it does have a little, you know, shimmer to it. I like to look like I'm glowing all the time. Whatever. I like to look like a pregnant lady. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Yeah, me neither. As long as I don't have the belly, which I'm working on. Cool. The contour palette, amazing. This is your highlighting color. I usually use this one because I find sometimes when I use this one, I look like I'm like ghostly in just that area. So this one does the best job for me. You know, I mean, to each its own. Lighter girls would use this one. I'm not that light. I could use that one. But yeah, good palette. Stays on. Blush is awesome. I love this contour color. This is probably my favorite one out of the palette that I use the most if I'm not using my MAC contour. You can't even tell the difference between when I have my contour palette blush and my MAC contour. You just can't even tell, and that's an amazing thing because I paid for this whole palette less than what I paid for this one little thing. Then I'm just going to go over a few other essential Urban Decay Primer Potion. I use this all over my face, whether it's under my eyes, on a blemish. If you want your makeup to stay, use this. They say you're not supposed to use it on your face, it's just for your eyelids. I use it everywhere. It makes my makeup look beautiful, especially where I have blemishes. I sweat a lot, so some of my makeup comes off while I'm at work. But you'll never be able to see my blemishes unless I'm like wiping my face. Then of course, you know, that's gonna come off. But if you pat a little bit, do that hand thing, you know, act like a pretty little girl doing a lot of makeup. This stuff is awesome. Eyelash curler. Every woman needs these. I do want to go over my favorite mascara. Every girl should always wear mascara. I don't care if you don't have any other makeup on your face. Put on some mascara. It makes you look girly. and it makes you look like your lashes are awesome. You have big, dreamy, blue eyes, and you don't. And it's an amazing thing. Eyeliner, mascara, maybe a little bit of bronzer when you walk out of the door. Can't hurt. Promise it won't give you wrinkles, especially if you get the good bronzer. This is the Full Exposure by Smashbox. This is a really good mascara. I like it. It makes your eyelashes look really long. This one's probably expired, so I should just get rid of it. They're Real by Benefit. Awesome mascara. I think it's waterproof because it's almost impossible to get it all off. Like I'll wash my face after work and think that it's all off, and then go in with a baby wipe, and you know, baby wipes, the MAC face wipes, the makeup remover, the Proactive, you know, glue, liquidy stuff that you put on your face to get whatever off. I've tried them all, and it still does not take all of the mascara off. I kid you not. This is waterproof. It has to be waterproof. It's like waterproof, soap-proof, everything proof. But it does make your lashes look amazing, so it is worth it. Just, you know, be careful when you're taking it off, because if you're rough on your eyelashes, you'll lose some. They're very fragile, all that good stuff, unfortunately. But this stuff is amazing. Highly suggested. It's pretty cheap. I think it was like 12 or 13 bucks, which is pricey for a mascara, but it was worth it. Because I do have blemishes and flaws that I don't want the world to see, I use NYX Color Correcting Concealer. The Makeup Forever Concealer Color Correcting Kit. They come in 3 different shades. I got this because I was doing prom makeup and the girls were lighter. She didn't even really need it. I only used it under her eyes, and as you can tell, I used this one right here. That's why that's the messiest. And it looked great. She came home from prom. Her makeup was still intact, probably because of the Urban Decay that I use everywhere. And Makeup Forever is also a really good brand. A lot of their stuff is waterproof. I use their full cover. I don't know if it's concealer or foundation. I use it as concealer. For me, it's a little too cakey to use for foundation, and this little tube would really go through probably all this in like a month. I use this stuff. It's awesome. Waterproof. It's amazing. This is number 14. I love taking these little things from like MAC or Ulta or anywhere, any makeup store that has them, because you can use it to comb out the lashes, and they're free, and you can take them home, and you can throw them out because you didn't buy them, and if you get enough of them, you can give them to your friends and you can use them, and it's just perks all the way around. Use them on your eyebrows, comb down, you know, all that good stuff. Little baby hairs, get those out. Put a little gel on there instead of using a toothbrush. Y'all gotta act like you know. I know y'all know. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I helped you girls out.
That's why I keep a cross on my chest, either that or a vest. Do you believe that Eve had Adam in check? And if so, you gotta expect to sip juice from the forbidden fruit and get loose.